Welcome to your daily focus for December the 28th and the 29th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you, truly, for all of the support, all of the loving, fantastic, positive, supportive energy you send me each and every day. You guys rock. I'm over 20,000 viewers. I never, ever thought that possible when I did my first YouTube video. So thank you for all the support throughout the years, the months, the days. To my furry friends as well. Peanut is doing well, but every time I seem to say that, he has another problem. So I'm almost a little afraid to say he's out of the woods at this point. But he has his good days and his bad days, but he's much more mobile and much more happier and content. So thank you for he was almost gone, and it was your prayers and your energy of healing that you sent him that I really believe was the difference in his recovery. So thank you. Now I'm doing for the 28th and the 29th, but I almost get a sense, well, last night I was already to start videos and I was going to do the moon reading for each sign, and then I got violently ill, like it was instant, and that took me out of the picture. And so I thought, now what am I going to do? So the new moon that is happening in Capricorn is just, that's like we're turning the key in the car, the ignition switch. And yeah, we might need to let it warm up a little bit. We may need to pack that vehicle with things. But we're definitely ready to start our journey forward. 2016, we lost another beautiful performer, Carrie Fisher, today, did we not? And it's just been a year of closures, of endings. And we saw that alone just in the music industry, the people we lost, the acting community. So 2016 for many is a good riddance 2016, because we had a lot of work, we had a lot of closure to deal with, endings, new paths to line up with, getting to know ourselves better, our inner child better. And it was struggles. So pat yourself on the back. I mean, if you want, have a good cry. Tears are such a beautiful, natural healing for us. When we allow those tears to come, it releases the toxins. It releases the negative energy. And say, I made it. I made it to here. I made it to now. And now I'm ready to move forward. And it's okay if it's still cloudy. We're just putting the key in the ignition at this point. We may have to pack that vehicle yet. We may need to make sure that the spark plugs have been changed, the oil's been changed, the gas tank's been topped up. How's our filters? How's our belts? Or nowadays, I think it's one belt. When I learned how to fix a car, it was many belts. But now they have this thing called a universal belt or a snake. Which looked very confusing to me. Anyways, let's get to our reading. Ten of Cups. The numerology says we are going forward in new directions. The astrology says we are moving forward into new directions. And here we start with our tarot card reading with the Ten of Cups, our happily ever after. What do we consider our happily ever after? What does peace of mind mean to you? Contentment, joy, satisfaction, love, compassion. What do those things look like to you? So what is your happily ever after? That's what this new moon is asking you. What seeds are you going to be planting? The Empress. Wow, these are strong cards. Oh, and yet we have the Five of Coins here, people. And since I'm doing a bigger reading for these, let's pick two more cards. I have the King of Wands and the Four of Cups. Okay. Now, the Five of Coins is right in the very middle here. You need to allow that light in. You need to know that you can stand on your own 2 feet and go into the path you desire with the strength, with the determination, with the will to succeed. Whether that is new relationships, new friendships, new communities to step into, doing something within your community. Maybe it's your stature within the community or the home or the neighborhood. Maybe it's job, career, finances. Maybe it's your health. I think this card is telling us to take ownership, to know that we possess the light, we possess the energy in what's going to happen in our reality. So I don't really see that all so much as a negative unless you are leaning on your excuses, not taking ownership of something that you know deep down you need to in order to move past it, in order to move forward. Because that baggage will weigh you down, and you don't want to be weighed down. Not with this energy. We have a new moon in Capricorn, and it's grounded. And Peanut's dreaming. Peanut, 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 wake up. Yeah, it's okay. It was just a dream. Peanut's my dreamer. You possess the light. Take ownership of your abilities, of your talents, even your flaws. Because your flaw, to you, somebody else admires from afar. I could almost guarantee you that something that you don't like about you is something that people really wish they had about themselves. So embrace who you are. Love who you are. Don't feel like you need something on the outside in order to make you strong and empowered, because you are already strong and empowered. You just need to look inward and understand. That light cascades over top of you, around you. It probably comes from you. But all you see when you look is the darkness. So this is not a time to lean on excuses. I could, but. Take away the but. We started with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is an exciting card to start any reading with, because this is your happily ever after. This is what you want to walk into. This is what this energy is all about. Focusing on your happily ever after, of what it personally means to you. What would make you happiest? Fill you with joy, fill you with a passion, fill you with a desire. Is it helping somebody else? Is it bettering yourself? Bettering the ones you love? Helping your community, the world? Loving you? Creating something, building something, inventing something, traveling somewhere, learning something? Acquiring the wisdom? Growing your spirituality? What will bring you happiness and joy? That is what you need to reflect on over the next week, over the next week, over the next year. We are moving into a 1 energy. 2017 is 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 7 equals 10, which equals 1. And the 0 amplifies that 1 energy. I am beginnings, new ventures, new territory, new relationships, new action, originality coming in, new creativity flowing within you. And January, as we're going into January, That's a 1 energy as well. So we are leaving the 9 energy 2016. We are leaving finally the endings, the closures, the healing that we have had to walk through and muddle through and put out the fires and walk through the chaos and the sorrow and the tears and the learning and the growing. So now we can use that experience to create that happily ever after. We were called so often to look within ourselves and be true to ourselves and honest with ourselves. And it was so that when we hit this point, we're ready to go forward. We know at least what we don't want. The Empress sits right next to our happily ever after. And this is allowing the creativity to flow within you, to think beyond your 4 walls. The new path that you want to step into. Now, the Empress is definitely a diplomat. All the queens come to her, state their case for what they need in their own individual empires, but she has the entire empire, all the kingdoms put together. And so she may take in their words, but it's her decision at the end. And so she has to be extremely intuitive and have an abundance of higher wisdom in order to do this. So we're given this gift. We're given this energy to tap into our wisdom, to tap into our intuition, for where we want to start anew, for what we want to step into. Maybe it's you want to take yoga for the first time ever. Maybe you want to eat differently. Maybe you want to travel the world. Maybe you want to start donating your time to a certain cause or charity, or help out in some way, or grow your wisdom in some way so that you can have that as a career. Grow your stature. Grow your family. Grow your coffers. So the Empress is giving you the energy to not have this a pipe dream, but something that you can actually walk into. Something that is sustainable. Something that is long-term. Something that will give you that sustainability. Give you that. Now, on the other side, we have the King of Wands. So another diplomat, a male energy. So we have the female and male energy well balanced here. And the King of Wands is high thinking. The King of Wands is optimism. Feeling like we can, knowing we can. Feeling that confidence boil up and maybe overflow inside of us. Hopefully overflow into to the outside of us, to our world, to the extension of who we are. The King of Wands is all about learning and growing and doing and becoming. The high thought, the creative, and we have the Empress here balancing him out with the creative thoughts. To be original, to strike out into new territories, to do something different or unknown even. And then we have the Four of Cups at the end of it all that says you need to start by being grateful. You need to start the whole path by having a moment of deep gratitude for what you have already in your life. I saw a slogan once and it was, and I'm really paraphrasing this, and it was, what if you woke up tomorrow morning with only the things that you were thankful for the day before? So we better be thankful that we can see or we can speak. We can touch and we can walk. We can feel. And extend it to what is in your immediate world. The people, the things, the experiences. To know where your starting point is, to know where your point A is on your journey forward. Because we have the new moon, then we have New Year's Eve coming into New Year's Day, and that is the resolutions, and it's a 1-1-1 energy that day. And then shortly afterwards, Mercury will come out of retrograde, and then all the planets are going direct. All the planets are going direct. Do I need to repeat that? All the planets will be going direct. And that's going to fuel us. That's going to open us up to new experiences. That's going to give us new plans of actions, new ways of presenting ourselves, new ways of doing, new ways of being and becoming. Now, let's get our angels here. Oh, I didn't even pick the other angel card, did I? So let's find out what that card is. So the numerology really speaks of the new paths that we are walking into, regardless of where you are now. Don't worry if it's cloudy still, okay? The one energy is going to last 365 days. You have time. You have time to understand what needs to go in the trunk of that car of yours. The back seat, maybe on the roof. Maybe you need a bigger car, but I think we already have the key in the ignition. Maybe you're already putting your foot on that gas pedal because you have been doing a lot of hard work and you're ready to go forward. You don't have to jump the gun here. Okay, yes, this is definitely forward motion. Even in a Mercury retrograde, this is forward motion. So be cautious. If you've thought it out, if you've been planning it, if you have been looking at all the angles, if you've dotted your I's and crossed your T's, and you're ready, then by all means, I think you're being supported here. But if there is still a stone to overturn to see what lies underneath, then please do. You really can't make this stuff up, can you? 46, new chapter. It's time to start that new chapter, that new book. It's time to step into the life you've dreamed of. And if you believe that, you are stepping into that dream, that possibility. It will show up for you. So part of it is having faith. That card in the middle says a lot of it depends on the faith that you put in yourself, God, the universe, source, your angels, your spirit guides. 4 plus 6 is 10, which is a 1. New chapter. What does your new chapter sound like? You know, over the last week or two, I had a lot of journaling coming through. We need to journal. We need to journal. And I said that to many people. Not all, but many. So I hope you have journaled because it's stronger. It's more potent when you write it down. Your goals, your dreams. Even if you lose that paper. I don't care if you lose the paper after. Write it down. Write it down and then do a beautiful new moon ceremony where you light it and you allow it to go up to the heavens, to the universe, to source, with your wishes, with your dreams, or maybe what you want to be rid of once and for all. But I think we are pretty well past the clearing stage for now. Of course, we'll come back to clearing stages, endings again. I mean, we're constantly in a cycle. This is a cycle for stepping forward. New beginnings, new chapters. So with a new moon, we always plant our seeds. And I do have a new moon affirmation video out there. If you don't know what to really put your energy into, then listen to it and take a couple sentences from it. Make a mantra for yourself. Make a mission statement for yourself. Take out a couple of sentences that you can say to yourself several times a day whenever you think about it. Put an elastic band on your wrist and pull it and let a little snap go every time you say it to kind of wake you up, to get you into moving forward the way you want to go forward. I also have a morning meditation too that has a lot of beautiful affirmations in there. So maybe you'll find more of the words of wisdom there for yourself. Maybe you'll attach yourself to something that was said that you can really bond with, that you can take and make your own. We have the King of Gabrielle. Keep your eye on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. And yes, I get that, you know, because this is also family, home and family, love, with the cups. Could be your passions and dreams, mind you, but so it's not just about how you are going to rock your own world, but you are going to make it better for everybody around you. If there's special people in your life, they're part of the picture. They're part of the growing experience. Keep your eye on the big picture. Leave.
I did not hear you. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Hi. Goodbye. Keep your eye on the big picture. And leave the details to others. I think I'll leave the details to him right now. Experience that leads to success and genuine concern for others. The Ten of Ariel. There's so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life. Well, that really sums up a lot of the reading, doesn't it? There is so very much to be grateful for. Look around you. Embrace what you already have to work with. Your point A. Realize the gifts that you've been given in order for you to succeed, in order for you to go forward, in order to show you that you are capable of success and deserving of success. Financial success and the promise of retirement if you are in that boat. But maybe it's just retiring from an old way of doing things or an old way of life, or maybe it's an old job. Maybe it's a group of people. For each one of us, we will be retiring, so to speak, from something in our lives. We will break away from it in order to really embrace the new beginnings in front of us. The Seven of Raphael, time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action. A need for detoxification. I said that with the tears, didn't I? To get rid of those toxins. Chakra meditations is another beautiful way of doing it and centering yourself. If you don't know what a chakra meditation is, CHAKRA, type it into the YouTube search bar. You'll get 1,000 videos. You'll probably have to go through several in order to find one that fits your personality or your time restraints. We have the Seven of Gabrielle. Stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, and claim your personal power. There you go. Print that one out. Look at it. Realize your power. Realize your inner empowerment that you already have. Stand up for what you believe in, and I hope you believe in you. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence and claim your personal power. It's already inside of you. You need to go and embrace it. Claim it as your own. And the Page of Gabrielle. Well, we have 3 Gabriels here, so we know the angel that we need to talk to. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. Follow your passion. So the numerology is telling us, the astrology is telling us, the tarot cards are telling us, the angel cards are telling us. Can't wait to see what our animal has to say for us. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. There are opportunities, doors opening up to you. They may happen completely out of the blue. I would almost kind of lean on it coming through communicating with others. And we do have the computers, so it's not just the face-to-face. It could be an email. It could be something that you watch online, here on the radio. But something in the form of communication might just snap. It might be a song that you hear, and all of a sudden it inspires you in a certain way. Pay attention to that inspiration. Let's see what our wise animals have to say. So I do believe that you could probably come back to this video several times, not just the new moon. Because I think this kind of energy is the energy that's around us now. When those planets go direct, we want to go direct. We want to really start moving in a forward motion. So let's use this time constructively. Okay? Let's have moments of gratitude. You know, every night when you go to bed, just take a piece of paper, and it's blue ink, and write down one thing that you're grateful for. and then read it and go to bed. And the next night, write down a second thing and read those two things and go to bed. And in a couple of weeks, you're going to have a full page. And you watch the new opportunities, the new beauty that starts to rise in your life, because now you are reading a page, 2 pages of things that you are grateful for already, things that already give you security, things that already bring in happiness and pleasure. Wisdom, the wise owl, tapping into our wisdom. Where's my book? So I think we're preparing ourselves right now. And I think this is the energy that we are starting to walk into, so we may just feel it a little bit, or we may feel the full abundance of it right away. Absolutely. That could happen as well, having those wow moments, those epiphanies. But I think we are starting to align ourselves with forward motion now. It's not so much of looking into the past. Second sight, magic, secrets, truth, and wisdom. A wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we all be like that wise old bird? If owl has arrived in your reading, it symbolizes the wisdom that you have, which spans your earthly years. Those who you come in contact with may be drawn to you for sage advice, your second sight, and your keen ability to keep secrets. You can sense the truth and untruth in people and in situations, though you don't always follow through on your gut instincts. Owl tells you that you are interpreting the signs correctly and to believe in your psychic abilities, which are a gift, not a curse, despite the information that you receive. Owl can also mean that there is someone keeping a secret from you or being untruthful. This is not you being overly sensitive. Follow through on your feelings you have within your second sight, for if you don't, you may indeed regret it later on. And so Owl really says you are interpreting things right. Stop doubting yourself and start believing in yourself. Start believing in your wisdom that you already have inside of you. Start listening to your intuition, even though sometimes we don't want to because we don't like what we hear the first time around. And that's where the intuition turns out to be our ego taking over, because we start to negotiate with our intuition rather than just taking the advice and working with it, no matter how difficult it seems to follow that sage advice, because it came from inside ourselves. This is a beautiful time of new energy, of new paths, of new awakenings, of your creativity and your originality coming through to shine. It says it all with the very first card, the Ten of Cups, your happily ever after. What is it to you? What does it mean to you? Embrace who you are and what you deserve going forward. Tap into your passions. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.